Welcome to AI and I Labs, where we explore how to use AI tools to solve everyday problems. In this video, I'm going to show you how I built Sous Chef, an AI assistant that makes meal planning easy using Phidata. For those unfamiliar, Phidata is an open source platform to build, ship, and monitor agentic systems. Stick around for a demo followed by key lessons that I learned from this experiment. Now here is a quick overview of Sous Chef, what I built and how it works. There are three main parts. First is the curation agent that searches the internet for recipes based on my constraints and narrows them down to 5 options. Next is the extraction agent that extracts the ingredient list from each of these 5 recipes. And finally is an email notification. Now let's dive into the code. I've already set up the virtual environment and installed the necessary packages. I'll link the code in the description box so you can follow along step by step. Step 1. Install the required packages. Step 2. This is where the AI magic begins. This is where we're going to build the curation agent. The curation agent searches the internet for recipes based on my specific criteria. To build this agent, you need 3 elements. The first one is the model. I'm using a ChatGPT model because I already have OpenAI's API keys, but you can pretty much use any model of your preference. The next step is the prompt. This is where you can get very creative. Prompts can be super broad or very specific. The last important component is the tool. Tools are the way in which the agents access information beyond the LLMs. This is where I'm using the XR tool for doing internet searches. For this demo, we are looking for vegan muffin recipes without bananas. Running this should take about 20 seconds. Okay, there we go. Here you can see the recipes that this agent has curated for us. Next is step 3, extracting the URL. This is a simple regex. We pull URLs from the curation agent's results. Step 4, this is again an AI step. This is the extraction agent, which visits each URL from the list and identifies the ingredients and saves them in a JSON file. I'm using the newspaper 4K tool for this and a very straightforward prompt. Step 5 is emailing the results. This step doesn't require any LLM. It simply gathers the information that's already there from the previous 2 agents, the curator agent and the extractor agent, and then sends an email. I used Cursor and AI Copilot to help me write this code. Initially, it felt like cheating, but I reminded myself that AI tools are the new spreadsheets. Just as spreadsheets have made it super easy to do a number of math problems at scale, coding copilots make us faster and more productive. So, what did I learn from building Sous Chef? Here are my 5 key takeaways. Number 1, craft ultra-specific prompts and instructions for the agent. For example, when I first ran the extraction URL, I instructed it to get ingredients from this URL. That kind of worked, but when I added be exhaustive, I got the actual complete list for each recipe. This was crucial for my use case. Imagine realizing you don't have bananas midway through preparing banana muffins. Learning number 2, respect the websites you interact with. Websites can get overwhelmed by excessive API calls from your AI agent. So be mindful of call limits and avoid unnecessary requests. Step 3, don't use AI for every step. Focus on high-impact tasks where AI can truly shine. For example, I didn't use LLMs to send the final email. People have been sending emails for decades now. Just look up traditional ways to do it and don't waste your tokens. Learning 4 is related to learning 3, which is if you're using traditional ways of coding, use an AI copilot. Don't be ashamed to lean in on them. Honestly, I was able to get this whole project done in a week because I leaned in on Cursor to guide me through multiple steps and help me problem solve when I was getting stuck. And the last step, this is not related so much to AI, but this is an approach to experimentation. Start small with a prototype, test, iterate, and improve as you go. To be honest, when I first had a project plan to build this, I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to bring in my own recipes, add in a lot more customization. But I figured the best way to learn is by breaking the problem into smaller steps and having small wins and then feeling motivated from those small wins and making progress along the way. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more experiments and learnings from ANI Labs.